But that's not all. On top are the clear-story windows. When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors and buttresses. Now for that we need a plan like this, to tell us where to place our pegs and string.
Is this how birds would see our church?
Exactly. If you were facing the cathedral with the front wall torn down, you would see it like this.
Interesting. What's that, coming out from above the entrance?
I haven't told you everything about the floor plan yet. Let me tell you more about the walls. The clerestory makes up 2/3 of the upper half. It's important that the wall is well proportioned to hold and to look beautiful. On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle. Shall I go on?
Yes, of course. I was just thinking. Keep going.
The bays of the arcade will all be handled equally, spanning the length of the entire building. If you would look at the second drawing again. That's the tower, of course.
I thought so, but why is it right above the nave? Shouldn't it be closer to the transept?
Oh, don't be fooled. The tower is, of course, farther back, but one cannot show depth in a drawing.
Ah, of course. How high will it be?
How high would you like it to be?
Oh, I am not looking for another Tower of Babel. Just for something modest, yet awe-inspiring. Tell me more about the nave.
Let me know when you've decided on the tower's height.
Well, first I have to decide if you are even the right man for the job, haven't I?
The nave will be about 32 feet high and will appear even higher.
Drawing the eye heavenward with its loftiness.
Well said. A chamber worthy of God.
I always wondered how walls this high could hold up so well.
The Lord will be satisfied with a nave like this.
That is only for the Lord to know.
You recognise the aisles?
Of course, I've been in quite a few churches in my time.
Did you know then that their purpose is to support the nave?
Fascinating. I must say, you do know your craft, Master Builder.
Not many understand the importance of the aisles.
I can imagine.
Starting right in the middle is the Tribune Gallery.
I can see you have put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering, how long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you can afford 60 masons, you could build the whole church at once instead of working from east to west. That might take 8 years, maybe 10.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and calculate. Go on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
Any further questions concerning the gallery?
No.
The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays.
And the chancel?
Is there anything more you want to know about the nave?
No. Go on.
Here you can see the transept.
I noticed, yes. It is remarkable how much you can reveal with so few lines.
Thank you, Father. If you have no concerns regarding the transept, I would like to move on.
By all means.
The chancel will have 4 bays.
I can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
It would be smaller, but not less impressive.
I guess a small cathedral would be closer to our means. It is still also uncertain. The king grants us timber and stone and wool from Shiring's pastures. But only God knows if it will be enough. I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
I know exactly how much this would cost. It would be no more than £3,000.
I've spent the last few weeks working out the annual income of the priory. Here's the answer. £300 a year. And we spend every penny. So, I need to find £200 a year. It doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. You really want to build this cathedral yourself, don't you?
Yes, Father. I want you to appoint me Master Builder.
Why?
Because he wants to give people hope.
Is that so? Then answer me this one last question. If people were to enter your church, what image would they see crowning the tympanum above the entrance? One of Judgment Day to teach people to be good? Or one of Paradise to remind them of God's mercy?
Show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things.
I'd rather see trees and animals.
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
This is quite exciting, isn't it, brother?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Francis.
I'm just glad that I can be a part of this. In the past year, I was often afraid that my involvement in politics might turn out, well, let's just say that I'm glad that I can still be by your side, Philip. And for that, I thank God, and I thank you too.
Papa, will there be statues inside?
Statues?
Oh. That's enough, children. It's time you went out and played. Prior,
Yes?
my first wife, Agnes, she died without a priest, and she's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, for the ultimate sacrifice has already been made. But the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best we have to offer, that which is most precious to us. So you must ask yourself, is this design the best thing you could offer?
Except for my children. Yes.
Then rest easy, Tom Builder. God will accept it.
Hey,
What are you doing?
I'm supervising. Tom asked me to. We see eye to eye now, you know. He asks me things and I can say yes or no.
Huh.
Hey, did you tell him that I had trouble with him? Right. I have to carve up some steaks later. If you want, you can help me. Or you can do whatever the hell it is you're doing all day. It's your call.
Jack, do me a favour and give Paul these herbs, will you?
But he's a monk. You don't like monks.
Well, it turns out not all of them are bad. Still, be careful before you trust any one of them.
Well, your son already trusted me. Oh yes, I know that the builder is not his father, and I also know about you. It won't be